Now everyone's been very focused on what's happening with the armory, but one area that's been absolutely going insane is going to be the case market. Now obviously we talked about this in a previous video, but it has not stopped. If we want to look at the majority of cases, they have continued on their absolutely amazing streak of just going nearly directly up in price. It's absolutely insane. Looking at unboxing numbers, we're sitting at a very similar level to what we were seeing previously. We're looking at about 4 million a week, 17, 16 million in a month. Nothing absolutely crazy, especially when we consider that most of these are concentrated on active duty cases, which are also up a bit, but we're not too worried about those. Those aren't really sustainable growth. If we're talking about these rare cases though, it's a very interesting mix. Obviously we got our cheaper rare cases, something like the snakebite, your prismas. These ones we expect to go up, but we've got a lot of cases that have also been going up a crazy amount that we really wouldn't expect. Something like your chroma 3s, your wildfires, your revolvers, your gammas. These are cases that are a much more expensive price point and have continued to absolutely dominate their respective markets. It's a crazy piece of growth, and it's something that not anyone expected right now when everyone's eyes are on the armory, considering that Deagle is about to go. SkinSwap just went ahead and dropped their biggest update ever. Not only are they sponsoring you with that top link in the description, but they're also introducing backpacks, allowing you to buy any item on the site and it's going to be personally held for you. Their trading feature is often told to be the best in the business, offering near instant trades taking under 30 seconds right now. And their selling feature is instant as well, offering PayPal, crypto, and tons of different options if you're looking to get your money this second. And finally, they've always got that 40% deposit bonus if you're looking to pick up some brand new skins, so try them out today. There's no reason not to. Now, one thing has been absolutely on the top of everyone's list is going to be the gallery case. Now, the gallery case is something that was really under the radar for the most part. Personally, I was picking them up around 85 to 90 cents for a long period of time because obviously it costs 80 cents in just stars alone to go ahead and redeem it, and right now it has gone up quite significantly over the past couple of weeks. Specifically with everything about the armory, people are hypothesizing that maybe the gallery case is going to get removed, or maybe they just want to get some money into it. It's hard to know specifically what people's thought process is, but one thing we do know for certain is ever since the start of the new year, this thing is up rather significantly, considering it is still something that is kind of an active dropping case, kind of a redeemable case, whatever it is now something that you can make guaranteed profit off of if you were to redeem your stars for it at $1.15, which is the current market price. Now obviously no one knows for certain what's going to happen with the gallery case. I will say I don't think it's a bad pickup if you've got the time to wait at a good price point, because obviously it's not going to go lower than 80 cents because that's the price you're going to be able to buy it at with stars. Now I'm making this video as the armory item of the limited edition Deagle still technically has 1 day left, and I want to give my thoughts and breakdowns on everything in the armory right now in case something does happen to change, or overall just give you an update. If we're looking at it, the Overpass and the graphic design collections are two that I expect to definitely stay there. If we're being completely honest, Valve has invested a lot of time and effort into these, and there really haven't been that much of a payoff. If we want to look at it, the top tier item for these, which is your OpCMYK and your AKB the Monster, really don't have crazy amounts of red. They're going to stay there until they get to that point, in my personal opinion. The one area that I'm definitely interested to see is going to be these sticker collections. Now when we're talking about the Elemental and the Character Craft sticker collections, stickers are very easy for Valve to go ahead and replicate or reproduce, and this is honestly an area where I think a lot of profit is able to be had. A lot of these stickers have been really undervalued. If we want to look at application numbers, people really love the Elemental Craft stickers, they love some of the Character Craft stickers, and this creates a huge opportunity not only for investing profit, but also for Valve to go ahead and step in and potentially switch these out with something different. I'm really a big fan of this area, and overall it's something that I would like to see continued in the game, but honestly if they get discontinued, there's a ton of profit to be had here. Just like in my previous video where we picked some of these up, I think there's so much opportunity, especially with crafting, because of how great these actually look. Now before we get to the limited edition Deagle, I gotta talk about the Shanghai Major and everything going on with that. Obviously we have not seen the sale just yet, and I think it's very likely that either this week or next week we're going to be receiving that 75% off sale, but honestly it doesn't look like it's going to be really affecting much. Something like the Champions capsule, we finally got our ROIs for it, 15%. What about the Legends autograph capsule? 20%. These are absolutely abysmal rates. Your Legend stickers, 21. This is a crazy low rate that we have never seen before, and it's definitely very apparent to Valve that people are not interested in opening these, because we can look at the applications, we can look at the overall data. No one really cares about these at all, and it's not too big of a surprise. There's really only a few stickers here, such as your FlyQuest, such as your Rare Atom, that are just brand new stickers, which is why they're interesting. The majority of these are repeats. We've got 5 different 6 iterations of these, and it's absolutely crazy that Valve really thinks they can do this over and over again. With that being said, even when the sale rolls around, and we talked previously about how you can make profit, I'm actually not going to be opening up too many of these when the 75% off sale hits. Even though it may have a hypothetical ROI of 160%, I think these prices are still rather inflated, because even though they are super low, no one actually wants to buy at that price point right now, and therefore it's going to be a big money pit. We can see it with the souvenir packages as well. No one cares about Shanghai items in the slightest, and I think it's going to be a huge loss no matter what you do with it. Alright, finally getting to my thoughts on the limited edition Deagle. First up, we'll start with this. Is there profit to be investing into this? I think think the answer is definitely yes, but it's very specific on what you want to do. In my personal opinion, I think the blue gems for this have been severely overrated due to the fact that we're looking at case hardened blue gems in comparison. When we're talking about these are just not as valuable in my personal opinion. I think they're a lot more common. The fact this Deagle can be spammed out so much, it's definitely got a market, but I think right now it's seeing a very high overinflated price, which is just my personal opinion. It could be that I'm wrong. I just see a lot of risk with something like that as an investment, and overall I think you're better off just buying some random pattern Deagle and trying to sell it with the overall market. If we want to look at the emeralds from the Train 2021 collection, we can see that they actually have kind of struggled a bit. They haven't been like a huge gainer because people have just overvalued them from the beginning because of the value that the emerald has inside of this economy. I don't necessarily think it's going to be a flop, but I don't think it's going to get the growth that a lot of people really expect. Combine that with the fact that it's not necessarily it's an illiquid item, it's just really hard to find a buyer or a seller for these Glock emeralds, let alone something like this, the blue gems. Just because everyone varies so significantly, it's definitely not something most people are interested in. Combine that with the fact that you're always going to have to sell for a significant discount compared to what the quote-unquote current market price is, because it's so hard to find a seller for these, so hard to find a buyer. Everything about this item makes it rare, but that doesn't necessarily make it super duper expensive. It just makes it kind of annoying to deal with, in my personal opinion. Not a bad investment, but I just don't think it's for me personally because of how much risk it carries and not enough reward. Now, talking about what's next for this area, if we want to look at it, it's been over 3 months since we've received the gallery case, and although I don't necessarily expect it to be just around the corner, I think there's definitely the potential that a new case could start to be a actual reality. If we're talking about over things overall, obviously we would love to see an operation. Technically we're overdue for it. It's really hard to see if that's going to be something that the armory is going to take place of, or if we're still going to be getting operations. I think what's going to happen with this Deagle when it's replaced is going to be very influential in helping us understand if this is something that's going to be a reality or if they're just kind of left in the past, which would be really unfortunate. Now, we talked about the Shanghai Sale too. That is definitely around the corner, but most importantly, Vertigo is gone and we've got the brand new train coming on in. We don't know if there's going to be a souvenir package, if there's going to be a brand new collection coming out before this, but there's a lot of potential that comes along with this, and I'm actually excited to see what's going to happen with this specifically. I personally struggled to see that Valve would put it into the armory shop. That's just my personal opinion. Doesn't make financial sense for them to do so. It's going to be very strong for them to put it in a souvenir package first, because that's going to be creating a huge appeal along with it, but it's definitely up to Valve's choice, and I'm excited because this is some brand new content that should be coming into the game. Not for certain, but definitely should be. Now, what should you be doing right now? First up, definitely check out the rare case market. I can't praise it enough. There is so much opportunity inside of this, especially with the fact that we're seeing low unboxing numbers and this is still popping off. It's absolutely crazy. Otherwise, be very on the lookout for what's going to be replacing that Deagle. If you got stars, I'm not going to say it one way or another, but I'm probably going to be redeeming some for the brand new item on day one if there is a brand new item hopping on in there. Just because of the way the market peaks, there could be a lot of profit to be made. That's all I got. I want to thank you so much for watching and have a great rest of your day.